Today, I thought it would be fun to highlight Betty White. I was reading some of her life advice tips and just some things that she recommended for having a fulfilling and happy life. What an awesome thing it is to be somebody that, not only turns 95, because that's always a really big deal, no matter who you are, but to be somebody who's 95 and to be as alive as she is, and to be somebody that people want your advice, and to have lived that kind of life where people generally think of you as a great human being is just a great accomplishment in general, no matter how old you are. But she gave some really great advice, but how you can make that work for you right now and what you're trying to do with your weight loss, especially for those of you who are struggling with emotional eating. So the first one that she mentioned that was notable to me was to stay busy. And busy to her was in a good way. So she meant don't stay busy where it's all focused on you. Don't be a busybody where you're out there gossiping, where you're out there making it me, and you're focusing on your problems. But what she meant was be busy in a way where you are focusing on what really interests you in life and you are indulging in that. So you're really immersing yourself in your interest in your life and you are going all out for it. So give your time to what deserves your attention, and to use that word, deserves it. What deserves your indulgence? I'm going to just be completely blunt here and tell you that when you're bored, food does not deserve the time. You do not deserve to fill your time up with eating. Indulge yourself in what really lights you up. And that's what she's done with her life. She's filled her time with that, and you can tell by the different things that she's done in her life. The second one was she said to get up early. And from I can think about people that I know that consistently stay active, they consistently exercise, and people that recommend a good time to exercise. It's always in the morning. And generally speaking, the best time to exercise is when you're going to be consistent at it. But the morning tends to be the best because things like this don't happen in the morning. They're sleeping. There's just not a whole lot going on early hours of the morning. She said she gets up at 6:30 a.m. every morning, and that's when she starts her day. You get a lot more done. I think a lot of people just think clearer. If you've ever read the book Miracle Morning, there's one for network marketers, there's one for parents, and there's just one for everybody. There's a lot to be said about how you start your day, and I have a feeling that she probably started her day, and probably does, in such a way that aligns with Miracle Morning. The last one is to not indulge in regrets. So this is where people in a weight loss standpoint tend to get stuck in that vicious cycle. You're indulging in the regrets of what you ate, what you didn't do, failing on that diet, falling off track, and so you're letting yourself stay in it for too long, and then just staying off track for so long that you don't even know how to get back on track. So indulging in those regrets just kind of keeps you off track. And she gave herself as an example that she's been married 3 times. And she said, you know what? If I had to do it all over again, knowing what I know now, I would have gotten married 3 times still. So she doesn't indulge in regrets. She doesn't waste her time focusing on things that don't deserve her time. So what is it that you're focusing on? What are you regretting? This is what really feeds stress eating. You feel guilty because you ate something you shouldn't have eaten. So then you end up just eating to feed that, to make yourself feel better, and then you feel guilty even more. And then it just becomes a vicious cycle. Keep yourself busy by occupying your time with things that really light you up. Get up early in the morning, whatever early means to you. But I think for most of us, we can agree it's before at least 9 a.m. Don't indulge in regrets. So that was The Life Tips for Having a Fulfilling Life by Betty White. And I think we can agree somebody like Betty White, who is 95 years old, knows a thing or two about a fulfilling life.